and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. For that. Let me breathe. 48.
Bridgewater on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down, Carolina.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And a Panther first down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Bridgewater. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
56 to Mike.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, report. Report. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Ravens have got it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down.
It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. We're scoreless after 1. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
To number 22,
a 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
Jackson.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
At the 19-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going back to you. Let's go.
Now Bridgewater, quick throw out wide to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Christian McCaffrey.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
3 down. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. And what? I like that a lot. Check 48 to Mike. Check 48.
From the gun, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
Bridgewater's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. 48 Bridgewater again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Third and goal for Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Bridgewater's pass
DJ Moore
to number 12.
there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete.
Jackson's
good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Mike 5-4. 13. Mike 5-4. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find Isabella. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle is Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, Jackson. This one caught by Isabella. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him paint, watch him learn, can't relate.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Let's go, D.
On second down and 4. Jackson looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Makes the score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. No chance. Check 43. Yo.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Nice gain of 21 yards.
21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And goal.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Complete to
DJ Moore.
Touchdown.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10. At their
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
On the carry.
Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all. Justin Tucker.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored, then when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
With the carry.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Jackson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
I'm loaded with bills, cause I was a blessed with normal feel. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go to chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Panther 1st down.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
Joey Slye.
But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
38.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It's Waring the tight end with it. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 36-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Troy Pride. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.